Tron Ares is the third installment in the Tron franchise and stars Jared Leto as the titular character Ares. A highly sophisticated program, Ares is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. I've never been that big on the Tron franchise. I've enjoyed the first two movies for what they are, but they've never really caught my eye or imagination. I just thought they were like fun science fiction movies about technology and the real world colliding with the computer world, and I thought they were just fine overall. That's my take on the Tron franchise. It's just not really my thing. And going to the third one, I was going into it with the same expectations that's going to be your typical Tron franchise movie with a few callbacks to the original, because it is a legacy sequel. It's going to call back to some previous events and things from those other two movies. And overall, I got what I expected. It was a pretty fun movie, pretty decent for what it is, but not something that caught my attention or imagination when it comes to the actual story. The visuals themselves, like the CGI, the tech world inside where we see Ares and his crew, his team, and how they fight, how they do combat in that computer world. All that was pretty fun to watch. All the action sequences are really fun and really well put together, like really creative, really exciting. They were fast paced. And my goodness, the 9 Inch Nails soundtrack is the highlight of this film. If it wasn't for the soundtrack, this movie would have probably been so mediocre I would have forgotten about it. But the soundtrack brings a sense of atmosphere, a sense of, how do I say it? A sense of wonder in a way that feels very dangerous, and you feel so immersed into this technological world where all these corporate people are trying to fight for this one element that they're trying to look for, and this one person is trying to use this one element in the film to try and make sure the world's a better place. But Ares himself, played by Jared Leto, is having a crisis of himself where he's becoming more self-conscious of himself and becomes more human as the movie goes on. If you've seen any film about an AI becoming more human as it goes along, you've seen this movie before, and how his relationship with our main lady protagonist develops all throughout the film is very basic and expected. And that's probably my biggest issue with the film. It is very lackluster in terms of the characterization and the overall character development of these characters as the film goes on. Your villain is basically how you expect this kind of villain to be. He's not bad or anything, but he's just nothing special. And there's this one line of dialogue where his ADR is so bad where it kind of took me out of the film for a bit. And the main characters themselves, the heroes of the film, do a good job. Like Jared Leto and all the other actors do fine enough jobs in their role. But as characters themselves, I expected what I got. And what I got is what I expected. It's just, I don't know. I never really got attached to these characters all that much. I cared enough about them. They're okay protagonists. They are serviceable for the story. But apart from the basic traits of having a character in a movie, there's nothing much deeper to these characters, and not much was explored with them for me to be able to care about them. Overall, I thought the film, like all the other Tron movies, was just fine. I cannot say if I were a Tron fan, if I would recommend it to Tron fans or anything like that. But as a movie itself, I thought it was just alright. And if you just want to have a fun time at the theater, I could recommend you guys go watch it. But if you want to wait for streaming, you're not missing much either, that watching it that way regardless. I'm going to give Tron Ares a C+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.